or no? Fire away.
They seem to attack really well. I'm trying to make sure they get the ball out. But what are the challenges that approach?
You know, it's Falk's third year in the system, so you just see a more comfortable guy, know where to go with the ball. It's like anything else. I think the key for us, same thing as we tried to do against Webb, same things we tried to do against Mahomes. Don't just line up in the coverage, you know, try to keep him off balance by making him second guess, maybe hold the ball a little bit longer. That's when you see the ball coming out real quick, when people just line up, because why? Their tempo. So when people go really fast, they line up really fast, and all of a sudden now they know what look they have, so they get the ball out quick. So our whole game plan is, let's make sure that we put doubt in his mind, what he's trying to see from a coverage concept.
Obviously, their offense isn't a carbon copy of Cal and Texas Tech, but is that a good reference to have?
There's no doubt. I mean, you know, there's certain things from the air raid philosophy that are carryover, no matter if you're playing, you know, Cal or Texas Tech. It's all the same origin, but they're all a little bit different as well, because, you know, there's always difference in personnel. Mahomes caused different problems than Davis Webb. Davis Webb creates different problems than Falk. So I think that a lot of it can be personnel driven, but the concepts are quite the same.
What do you think was the biggest thing that allowed Colorado to get over 300 yards rushing?
That's a great question. I think, honestly, a culmination of a lot of things that I probably don't have time to get into. But, I mean, you know, it just – I don't know if anybody can watch that and go, here was the problem. And because it wasn't, you know, obviously didn't like the way we tackled. We, you know, a lot of missed tackles, multiple missed tackles, opportunities. And then, you know, there's a plethora of things that I could point out, but we don't have time.
When you're playing at altitude and you're going tempo, is it a tough decision between subbing guys who aren't quite as good as your starters versus playing your starters who are more gas?
Yeah, and the thing too, when they don't make a sub, you know, when they don't change personnel, you can't sub, so because they're going at a good tempo, and it's smart. At the end of the day, what I chalk it up, and I was talking to Doug about this earlier. You got to give Colorado credit. They're hungry. They're playing well. They're playing with a lot of confidence. So I don't want to take anything away from what they were able to do. They were that night. They were a better football team.
When you were at West Virginia, you guys played mostly afternoon games, I see.
We did. Actually, my last year there, we had, I think, 3 11 o'clock games and 2 noon games, our first 5 games.
Has it been an adjustment coming to a place where you play mostly at night?
I don't know how big of an adjustment for the players, but it's an adjustment for me personally. I talked to Coach about that, you know, and just you typically, you know, I mean, there's games where we get home 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, and it's different. And then also the mental stress that kids are under. They're game planning all week, and they're studying and taking tests during the week, and then they got to stay locked in till 7 o'clock on a Saturday night. So there's a lot of mental stress, not just on the staff, but as well as the players. Yeah, it's different, and it is an adjustment, no doubt.
With Sam out as long as he's been out and Fiso coming in late, how's that affected just the linebacker play?
You know, I think the number of reps, maybe. You know, we're basically playing 2.5 people, 3, you know, throughout most of those games. So, you know, the number of snaps that they're playing kind of tallies up a little bit on them. Maybe that it did. You know, if you really think back to a year ago, we played Sam on base downs and Fiso on base downs, and then we would take Fiso off and bring in Calhoun, and he was very productive and explosive in nickel. Now he's playing every base down plus the nickel downs. So, I mean, if you look at it from the Cal game, I think he played 101 plays, not counting special teams, and then, you know, 80-something the next week and 80-something the following week. You know, DJ'd have to speak for himself, but that would be maybe one way it could possibly affect you.